After years and years of complaining that we don't want part-time champions, after every time we thought his reign was over, but then he'd keep retaining against Roman Reigns, he'd come back and win a Money in the Bank match he wasn't even in, or beat Kofi Kingston in 7 seconds, Vince McMahon has finally realized why WWE TV ratings are in freefall. It needs more Brock Lesnar. Oh god damn it, Vince! Last night saw WWE's Q1 investors call, where the company posts its earnings for the year so far and fields questions from reporters and shareholders, where the record low Raw, SmackDown and NXT viewing figures during the Steve Corino pandemic were brought up. So McMahon explained why. As far as ratings are concerned, SmackDown has virtually been no change, very little. Raw has suffered, but not necessarily because of the environment. It's suffered because we bring in a lot of new talent to Raw, and it takes a while to get new talent over. We no longer have Brock Lesnar, obviously, but we have a new champion and a lot of new performers coming in. I'm convinced the Raw ratings will bounce back considerably. Much like McMahon's previous explanations for WWE's low ratings last year, where he blamed, amongst others, too many injuries, missing Roman Reigns, and it's Eric Bischoff's fault. Saying it's because Brock hasn't been around much is misleading. Sure, he hasn't been on the last few weeks of TV since losing the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, but Raw's ratings were significantly down year on year in the months before that anyway, where Lesnar had his most full-time schedule in years. PW Insider is reporting that Vince has been in an awful mood backstage over the last few weeks. So much so that it's become a running joke in the company, where people will stay out of the performance center for as long as possible by sitting in their cars or taking long routes round to keep out of sight so they don't bump into him, specifically calling him a grumpy SOB. And you can understand why. In the last month, McMahon has had to make the decisions to stop running shows in front of fans, pre-record WrestleMania, file bankruptcy for the XFL, get sued for filing bankruptcy for the XFL, and see his 24/7 champion, the Gronk, jump promotion to the NFL. It's Alundra Blaze all over again. But at least during these hard times, he has his roster, whom he gave kudos to in the investors call, thanking them for stepping it up and really working hard, saying our only natural resource, obviously, is talent. That rather contradicts WWE releasing a reported 40% of its staff last Wednesday though. So McMahon explained how the company is struggling right now, fighting for survival, and they need to cut as many costs as they can to stay afloat. Just kidding, they've got more money than ever. We have no debt. We're not looking to buy some crazy something. We're just making certain that we are being conservative and maybe overly cautious. And overly cautious is an understatement. Thanks for your support on Patreon, Kratos' forgotten son, Chris Petru. WWE's earnings report for January to March this year shows a 60% revenue increase on the same period in 2019, making $291 million. And the announcement saw company stock jump up over 12% in the after-hours trading to its highest level in months. Vince has prioritized business and profitability over the very people who work for him, and going by those numbers, that strategy, in the short term at least, has proved very successful. The overly cautious reasoning is made even more doubtful by WWE confirming the future of their biggest money deals. Not only did Vince say their TV partners of Fox and the USA Network fully support them, the uncertainty of which was apparently what caused WWE to press ahead with a full live schedule immediately after WrestleMania, and they have a number of states they can move to if Florida stops them from making more shows. WWE's other biggest deal, the 10-year contract with Saudi Arabia, will remain unaffected. They're currently looking at either November or December this year for the next event. But if that doesn't happen, the good part about that is, if in fact we don't perform, we'll just tack on the event on the backside of our contract. So we're not gonna lose the money. WWE backside, name of your pay-per-view. The most cynical interpretation is that WWE have used the Steve Corino crisis as an excuse to lean up their very bloated operation, cutting costs because of their past errors, like signing wrestlers up to expensive contracts despite having no plans for them just to keep them away from competitors like AEW. Not future concerns. Whatever the reason, one objectively good thing came out of the call. WWE 2K21 is officially cancelled. Following WWE 2K20 last year, a game so glitchy and unfinished there was a bug that made it unplayable when the internal clock ticked over to the year 2020. That's the whole point of the name. 8 out of 10 IGN. Former 2K developer Justin Leeper claimed he was hearing this year's installment, 2K21, had been cancelled. 2K said they wouldn't respond to rumours at the time, so now, just over a week later, WWE did it for them. During the investors' call, Interim Chief Financial Officer Frank Riddick confirmed that WWE 2K21 was cancelled. But 2K20's official Twitter account remains optimistic. We will be sharing details on the future of the WWE 2K franchise, as well as some exciting news on Monday. It's totally going to be a mobile game. We don't know if the incredibly buggy 2K20 version has prompted WWE to finally sever ties with 2K, or if it's just because Brock Lesnar isn't on Monday Night Raw enough right now. But we do know there is actually a rival video game in development. Up until last year, WWE's 2K games were developed by the Japanese company Yuke's, who have been making wrestling games since 2000. But they left the series ahead of 2K20's release, citing frustrations with the creative direction, leaving the development solely to 2K's Visual Concepts team, who make the company's NBA games. That didn't turn out so good. Yuke's then said they're now developing a wrestling game of their own to rival WWE 2K. It's unknown whether that's just another WWE project or perhaps the first AEW game, which Cody promises is in the works but is going to take time. Speaking of taking time, I think we're finally here. After months, I say, of manipulating Chopper Pete to dance on command with his stupid, idiotic thumbs, now he can take the fall for his boss. Me. It's time for Chopper Pete to do my Wrestle League punishment for coming last at the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. It's time for Chopper Pete to perform AJ Lee's WWE entrance theme. It's time to dance, Chopper! So, Chopper, thanks for meeting with me and taking this call. This is just pretty much to say that I've been moulding and manipulating you for the last 3 months so you can do my Wrestle League prediction punishment for me. I'm a genius, Chopper! You're gonna do it! You're gonna sing AJ Lee's WWE entrance music. So dance, Chopper!
No. No, I'm not gonna dance. No, you know what, Ollie? I've had enough of this. You keep telling me to dance all the time, and you know what? Yeah, I like dancing. Everyone knows I like dancing, that's fine. I like dancing for me. I like dancing for the SWAF Nation. I don't like dancing when you tell me to dance. So I'm gonna dance, alright? I'm gonna dance when I want to dance, because do you know who has 2 thumbs and likes to thumbs up?
This guy?
And this guy.
Adam?
And this guy.
What is going on?
And Guy this.
God damn it, Luke.
Hi, guys.
Luke. We're so close.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
What is going on here? Someone talk to me!
You know what, Ollie? You know what's going on here? A brand new piece of WrestleTalk merch is launching right now. So SWAF Nation, you can go to WrestleTalkmerch.com right now and get your Who's Got 2 Thumbs and Likes to Thumbs Up t-shirt right now.
It's such a good online shopping experience.
Yes it is. And you know what, Ollie? Do you know what it's time for? It's time for you to do your AJ Lee WWE entrance music video punishment. Now dance, Ollie.
No! Let the night, let the diamond shine in your eyes. the maddest magic I can't explain. Every time the sun goes down, feel everything change. Just feel my body buzz and feel my temperature range. Every night, a brand new page. Yeah, let's light it up, light it up, light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up, like shooting stars are burning right up the sky. Let's light it up, light it up, light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up, let the night, let diamond shine in your eyes. Light it up, light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up, like shooting stars are burning right up the sky. Let's light it up, light it up, light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up, let the night, let diamond shine in your eyes. I feel you next to me, lost in a dream. I feel you holding me. My head is spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. Let's light it up, like shooting stars are turning right up the sky. Let's light it up, light it up, light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up, let the night, let diamond just shine in your eyes. Light it up, light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up, like shooting stars are burning right up the sky. Let's light it up, light it up, light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up, let the night, let diamond just shine in your eyes. Light it up, light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up, like shooting stars are burning right up the sky. Let's light it up, light it up, light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up, let the night, let diamond shine in your eyes. Light it up, light it up, light it tonight. Let's light it up, like shooting stars are burning right up the sky. Let's light it up, light it up, light it up, light it tonight.